Hi there. It's been a while since I've taped, and I've been trying to figure out a way to use my computer table to tape so I don't have to take everything out that I'm working on all at once and get my big craft table out. So anyway, I'm going to do a video today on these little doll sandals that I've been working on. I've been using aluminum floor tile. Linoleum floor tiles that you can buy at Home Depot, Lowe's, any of your tile stores, and you can get a great big variety of these. These are just your regular peel and sticks. This one was 99 cents a sheet. I bought this one yesterday, and this was $1.08. This is more of a beigey color. It's got a little bit of a texture on it, but it's okay. It's a nice tile. It'll work fine on these shoes. This one is just a plain white tile that I used on these little flower sandals. But anyway, it's whatever you like. So you know they have it even in the wood. They have it in the oak. They have it in walnut. They have so many different colors. They have browns. You know, they just have them all. I haven't seen, but you know, they're mostly your neutral colors. So anyway, I'm going to show you how I cut these out. I'm going to take my tile, and what I'm using for a template is my inner tennis shoe template, because that seems to make the perfect size doll shoe on these sandals. So anyway, I'm going to you're going to need a right and a left. You're actually going to need two rights and two lefts, because you're going to need the top shoe and the bottom of the shoe. And you're going to have to put a piece of foam in the middle, because you're going to have to deal with your different cords. You're going to have to tuck your cords in and secure them underneath. And if you don't have any spacing in between there, which you have to have, because if you don't, you're going to, they're not going to be able to stay together. My first pair that I made, I used hot glue, thinking that that would really secure this elastic to the inside. And I put way too much hot glue in it, and what's happening is these are starting to separate, because that hot glue is too thick. I just put it on way too thick. So I went back to using the plain white craft glue on these sandals, and I haven't had any issues with separation at all. So I'm going to stick with the white glue on these. If you have to use your hot glue, because that's all you have, just use a little bit of dab. Just dab it, so don't pile it up. More is not better in this case, because you're going to end up having lift on your shoes that you don't want. You want them to stay together. So that's something to look out for. Okay, so how am I going to do this? I'm going to take my template, and I'm going to put it on my on my piece of linoleum, and I'm just going to trace it. You can use a pencil, a pen, doesn't matter, because you're not going to see it, because it's just the back paper. And leave the paper on, because you don't want to have to deal with all that adhesive on your fingers. Okay, so you've got that. Now you want to turn your template over so you can have a right and a left, and put another one down. You can get quite a few pieces out of one sheet of linoleum. Okay, these are my old utility scissors. I've had these for years, and they were my favorite. And they finally wore out and busted, so my husband just took a screwdriver, a screw for me, and put them back together so I could still use them. So if there's something I need that is not good for scissors, I use these utility scissors. So get the cheapest pair of scissors you have. Don't use your good scissors on these, because this linoleum has that adhesive in it, and you don't want to ruin your scissors. Not only that, but it dulls them. Okay, so these you can cut very simply. Okay, so there's 2. So what I do is I just take my tile and I just make a whole bunch of these up, and then I'll have them ready for when I want to. And don't worry if you make a mistake. Try to stay on the line as best you can, but if you don't, you can always sand it out. These sand just as easy as the foam does. In fact, I wait till I construct the whole shoe, the whole sandal, and then I will take it to the sandpaper and sand it down like I do the foam ones, because then when you sand, they'll all be sanded together. And that's it. So this is just waste, but there's your shoe. So you've got one piece, but see how I've got a little thing there? Not a problem. I could just take this to my sandpaper and I can sand it. But like I said, wait till you have all your whole sandal already assembled, and then sand it down together so you get all 3 layers exactly even. What's going to happen when you sand this sandpaper discoloration is going to end up in your on top of your foam. Don't worry, just take a wet washcloth or a wet towel or wet rag, whatever you've got, and just wipe it off, and you'll get right back to the color it was before you got the this dark brown smudging on the foam. Same thing with your foam. If you get a smudging on your foam, you just wash it off and it'll come right back to the original color it was. Not a problem. Okay, so now you've got your pieces cut out, and you're going to decide, well, what am I going to use? Am I going to go with my sandal that goes side to side and use this one? Or do I want to make a toe sandal where I can put my toe piece in? So this you want to decide before your next step. So I've decided I'm going to use my toe piece. So I'm going to take my right and my left. So I've got this one already done. So I have one done. So now I'm on my left shoe. So I'm going to put that like this. I'm going to actually go this way and do it on the back. So I have. You're not going to do the bottom. You're only going to do the top right and the top left, and then you'll have your 2 bottom pieces on the bottom. These are both the same, but yeah, then you'll have your 2 lefts on the bottom. Okay, so then we're going to take this, and you can either just keep this, line it up like this, and use your template, and do it like that. You can do it that way. Okay, and put all your holes in that way. Or you can use your template and then just mark your holes if that's easier for you. The nice thing about when you take your template like this and mark your holes, you don't have to worry about your template shifting on you because your holes are directly on your back piece of your linoleum. And this way also it's nice because you can see your spacing, make sure it's right, and then you can just put your holes in. This is the Tandy leather. I think I told you in a video not to waste your money on it, but I got to tell you, it works great on these. It works great. But if you bought the one where you have to use your hammer, just go ahead and hammer in these holes. But this came in really handy for these. Okay. What happens is when you're doing this, all of the ones it goes up in the linoleum goes up into the little bit right here, and then it falls out the other side. And but it kind of sort of sticks in there until you get it to the other side, and you get these little pieces. But just throw them out. Okay, so let's see. So we've got that. So we've got our holes made on our right and our left shoe. So now all we've got to do is to decide on the design, what we're going to do. On this one, I just did pony beads, and I used the big stringing elastic, and I just took I don't know if you've seen these before, these are called jumped, these are called split rings, and they're used to hook your charms on your charm bracelets. They come in all different sizes. I just bought this size because I thought this would work well on these tennis shoes, and on these sandals. I've been using these split rings instead of the jump rings because I thought they'd be stronger than just a jump ring. The jump rings are these, you know, the little jewelry shops, little jump rings. I'm using the 4 and the 6 millimeter jump rings. I just thought I used the jump ring here to attach the cord to the front strap, so this will go around the doll's foot like this. I should have probably put a split ring in there for security, but I had already made it up thinking I was just going to go around. I wasn't going to connect these, and you have to connect them, otherwise they won't stay on the doll's foot. So I put in a, since it was all constructed, I just used the jump ring on there instead of the split ring. This one I didn't use any split rings at all. I just went with the elastic cording. This one was the metallic cording on these shoes. This was that sparkle that I got at Joann's that had all the different colors on it. I just went up one side, down the other, and this is just the, this was that necklace I got at the Goodwill, and I broke it into pieces, and I made the sandals out. I also made a necklace for the same, out of the same beads, and I just used the clear pink and clear white instead of those big white ones that were on there, and I alternated the color. And then I thought, well, that's really cute, because if she doesn't want to wear it as a necklace, she can wear it as a headband on the doll's head. And I thought that was cute. But I used just the stretch magic on these. I used the for the small beads, these beads that are so small. These are the size 6 seed beads. You have to use the 0.5 millimeter stretch elastic, because this 1 millimeter doesn't fit in these. Well, it does, but it kind of makes it doesn't work as well on these. So I use the 1 millimeter for the bigger holes, the beads that have the bigger holes in them. I made a pair of sandals out of these, and I didn't care for it, so I ended up using my these as a bracelet on the doll. But anyway, this is your beginning of this right here, because what we're going to do is we're just going to put the elastic. But anyway, we'll construct a pair of shoes so you can see what I'm talking about. Another thing is I made these out of the same seed beads, size 6, but I did dark light, dark light, dark light, and it turns out to be really a cute look. So I'm going to make a pair of sandals with these circular, this is what will go on the doll's ankle, and then from the ankle we will construct the shoe. But anyway, that's what we're going to do next. Okay, so I'm going to stop here, and then when I come back we'll actually put a pair of sandals together. Okay, I'll be back.